Hello everyone, today I'm making some cinnamon knots. I gotta do this pretty quick. I'm not gonna do it standard, I'm just going to start making it. We'll go through the ingredient list as I go through this, but the first thing you want to do is get some dough. I don't care if you get like the Pillsbury dough at the grocery store or you go to a restaurant and you get some nice dough. But basically I'm gonna take one of my dough, take my pizza docker, roll it left and right, make it nice and flat. I'm gonna do 2 of these doughs today. I'm gonna cut it in half through the middle, and I'm gonna make little strips out of it. A little bit off the top there. It's a little hard to see through the camera, but whatever. Make the strips a little bit bigger. We're just going to cut it up into pieces. Generally, you see the size of it. You want to make them decent size, but you don't want to make them super small, and you don't want to make them super big either. It's going to take me a while to cut these. Hard to see through this camera. There we go. Just take that. Now you want to take one of these, and with 2 fingers, wrap it around your finger, open up the middle a little bit, push right through, and then close it back together. You want to put a little bit of flour or spray, whatever tray you're going to use. I'm going to use flour on these ones. So I've had these stick quite a bit before. So we'll put one right there. Just keep making them. You can make them into little balls, or you can have the tail on it. I like to have the tail on it when I do these. I'm going to probably make about 40 of these. One tray will have 20 on it, and I'll have to use 2 dough balls, but I'm going to give them to all the employees. Now you see how this one's a little bit bigger? It'll be alright. Usually you don't want them to be really big, otherwise they might not cook properly. Because all the different sizes, the little ones will cook faster than the big ones. Should have about 20 on here. 5, 10, 15. I got 22 on this tray. I'm just going to put it right in the oven. And we're just going to let this run the whole way through. We don't have to push it back at any screw or anything. And now obviously, this being an industrial restaurant, we cook it at 450 for about 7.5 minutes. But if you're going to cook it at home, probably 425 for like 10 minutes or so would probably be the best, maybe even lower. Especially after that awful dessert I had the other night. This should be good. This one's a little big still. Alright, we'll put this in. You see, it hasn't taken us too long. This has only been in about a minute or so. We just cleaned the pizza oven so we can see through it again. It looks really nice. Now we want to make our cream cheese sauce for this. So what we want to have is some vanilla. I just have imitation vanilla, a nice stick of warm cream cheese, and then some powdered sugar. Open up our powdered sugar here. Pour a little bit of this in. Be alright. I'll do a little bit more. There, that should be good. And then I just like to do a cap full of vanilla in here. We'll take our mixer. Take a little spoon, move this down the side a little bit. Whisk it a little bit more. tastes good. All right, now that we have that, we have to make our cinnamon mixture. So we're gonna take a little bit of butter. Take probably a quarter of this stick. Throw it into some kind of microwavable container. We're gonna put a bunch of brown sugar in here. That should be all right. And we're just gonna add a little bit of cinnamon in here. Try and get this little chunk of brown sugar. Alright, just melt this in the microwave for about, we'll do 30 seconds or so. Alright, it's been the 30 seconds or so. We might have to put it in a little bit longer. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, we're gonna have to go in just a wee bit longer. Mix it up a bit here. The idea is we want all this brown sugar and the butter to melt up real good together. Might have to put a little more butter in here. Yeah, actually, I'm just gonna put the rest of that stick right in here. Otherwise, it's not gonna get thin enough. We'll melt it up another 30 seconds. Alright, it's been the other 30 seconds. This looks a lot. Well, the butter's still got to melt. Let's stir it around again. Once I get that butter to melt, this should actually be perfect. Yeah, let me put it in another, probably 30 more seconds should be good with this. Now my mixture here is a little more buttery than I'd like it, so I'm going to add just a wee bit more of the brown sugar in here. Mix that in. So I want it just a nice consistency of thick and thin. I think that should be good once I mix that around. There we go, that's about the consistency I'm looking for. You can see it's still nice and thick, but also thin. Could even do with a little bit more brown sugar, but I think this will be alright. So we're going to bring this over here. Now our knots are done. See how nice and brown they look on the top? They're not too bad. None of them stuck to our tray. We're going to take our tray off here. I got some boxes set up over here too. Set my tray on the side. Alright, so with our tongs, I want to put one whole order of knots right in this box. 6, 7, 8, 9. We're just going to do 10 per person. And then we're going to jack style it. We're going to make sure that our whatever we use is sealed up really good. And we're going to shake it. So we want the knots to be coated really good. Probably a little epilepsy warning on this as well. Alright. Get some paper in one of these. Now when you do these, you don't want to pour it out. You want to take the tongs and get it. See how nicely coated the outside of these are? that back in there. Now we need some of this cream cheese mixture, the whipped topping. So I like to use 2 spoons for this. Take 1 spoon with the other one, pull my thing up a little bit. With the other one, make some light globs on the top of all these. Try not to miss the side of it. There. And one last thing I need. And serve it with a little side of it. And then that's it. I'm going to do the rest of these. I did good for a change.
Yeah.
Every once in a while. I made you a present. Here you go. It's cinnamon knots. Why don't you have one? Let me know how they taste. They're nice and fresh.
Pretty good.
It's cream cheese. Cream cheese, powdered sugar, and vanilla.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, just eat it.
Yeah, get some of it.
They're good? Well, good. Glad I did one thing right. Here you go. You gotta try one now.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. He's ashamed to be on camera already.
Don't do me like that. That's good though.
It's really good.
They're really good, aren't they?
Now, obviously everybody else liked this, but I mean, you can't go wrong with something like this. It's brown sugar, fucking cream cheese, regular powdered sugar, butter. If you like cinnamon buns, cinnamon toast crunch, this is the thing. I actually did pretty good on this. I'm fresh. A little cold now. A little chewier than I'd like, but it's good. Well, enjoy. Think I want some cake. Take this one. No, wait. Fuck. Oh, god damn it. Fuck these doors.